Gonna hang around, check out the architecture and some local, more touristy places. Union is talking as always, and yeah, just you know, another day in the office. We're in the northern capital of China and a fairy tale of a city called Harbin, Orthodox cathedral in China. That is a bit weird, isn't it? Apart from that, there are a lot of European style architecture. Why is that, you're gonna ask me? I'll tell you why. Before the late 1800s, this was just a tiny little fishing village, and everything changed in the beginning of the 20th century when Russians decided to build a shortcut for Trans-Siberian Express that led into this at that time little fishing village, and it grew into a massive city in a span of just 30 years. At some point of time in 1920 there were 100,000 foreigners living here, mostly Russians and Jews. What also happened is there was a civil war in Russia in the beginning of 20th century. The number of casualties is probably not realistic, but even the official Soviet documents say that there were 20 million people killed in that civil war. There were white and red. So the whites were the guys who were supporting the monarchy, supporting the Tsar, the king of Russia at that time, Nikolai II. When the communists, the Reds, started winning the war, the whites from the eastern part of Russia fled into this city here. So right now behind me you can see Sophia's Cathedral, which was functional at a certain point of time. Right now it's just a beautiful building and you can't get in. It is still a symbol of Harbin and symbol of Russian architecture. It was literally built by Russians in the early 1900s. Let's go. Now what's happening here is just you see a lot of cosplay. What do you even call those? Cosplay, is it? You see a lot of cosplay guys dressing into wizards and stuff and just taking pictures. Just, you know, there's the randomness of China. I'm pretty sure, I checked on the internet, you can't get in, but let's just go try to knock on the door. Yeah, you can't get in, obviously. The most challenging thing about filming in winter in Harbin, that it's freezing cold. So we're not going to waste our time here. We showed you the cathedral. There's not much more to see here, so we're going to shoot off. You see all the live streamers here in the square. They're promoting the local tourism. So they're working for tourist agencies and inviting people to this magical city Harbin. We found this walking street. This street is called Central Street, just a touristy walking street. You know how I feel about all those touristy places. Not a big fan of, but tonight we ain't got much to do. So we're gonna check it out and tell you whether it's worth to visit. I can't speak, my tongue doesn't work properly. We've been outside for 15 minutes, look at my cheeks. Very cold, very cold. A lot of Russian shops with fake Russian products. Honey that they claim is from Russia, but actually produced in China. They just put a sticker with Russian words on it and pretend that it's honey from Russia. Street food that we have to try, I think, Union. 多少钱？ You sure don't want anything? 再来一个吧。Met a Russian guy from Vladivostok. They came here for holidays, came here to celebrate New Year's. There are a lot of Russians around. I just found out 5 million people living in Harbin. Population 5 million, imagine. For China it's nothing. It's nothing. That's not a lot for China. Beijing is 5 million, and that's a village. I'm looking at you now. I feel so sorry. You're shaking, Sunshine. You're shaking. You've seen the size of the suitcase that Yun took with her. She took all the essential stuff. 5 t-shirts, all the jewelry, all the creams and stuff. One thing she didn't take, traveling to Harbin, where the weather reaches minus 25 degrees in winter, is a pair of gloves. Yun, pick a pair. 你试试。你不管好不好看，就是 等暖和就好了。Go on. Get that and the hat as well. Taking a piss. This one I don't like, that one I don't like. Whatever then. Is it octopus or squid? Squid. Tastes like squid. It's a very popular snack in China in winter. If you don't know what that is, they're kind of apple-ish fruit covered in liquid sugar. I can't bite it. Are you supposed to eat it in a frost? Are you supposed to warm it up?
No.
I can't bite it. Gonna give it back to him. I'm gonna walk with this like an idiot now. I'm like a proper tourist. We're officially the worst YouTubers in the world. Travel vloggers, yeah? As they call themselves. Not interested in the tourist stuff at all. Wanna get back to the car as soon as possible. I bought this only for the video. Well, it's not bad, but it's all sugar. I eat this amount of sugar in a span of 3 years probably. And now I'm gonna swallow it all in one day. It's not my point. My point is that... What's my point? My point is that we head back. Yeah?
We'll keep walking.
No, we're going back. There's a store where people are taking pictures and videos with the bread. Do you know what I mean? I think I've learned something new about myself today. I'm not a fan of an organized fun.
We work 3 full-time jobs between the two of us just to be able to make these videos. Subscribe to support. If any one of you is in China one day, hit me up on our new Instagram profile. We can have a cup of tea. I'll show you around.
It was time to find a local restaurant away from busy streets and closer to the locals. It's a grill-yourself barbecue restaurant. Vegetarians, skip the spot. There's a slice of fat that comes with your meat. Guess why? Yes, to lube up your grill. Take some premium Mongolian lamb and put it on. I said, put it on, put it on. Grill it with love, yeah, shake it and bend. A few minutes and the lamb is ready. Smells good. Dunk it in the seasoning and nothing beats Mongolian lamb. Our grill got a bit dirty, so we have to change it. And that meant more juicy lamb. Grass-fed beef. Ribs with pepper. Served cold noodle soup. Spread more fat. Add a slice. Cooking food together brings people closer. These kind of restaurants are perfect for a first date or a business meeting. It's time for a dessert. Harbin's special, frozen waxberry and lychee. Can't fit in even a sip of water anymore. Let's pay the bill. We had 5 plates of meat, 2 dishes, dessert and drinks. Got to love China for that.
We decided to get a taxi to our car because it was way too cold. And just now on the way, the Didi driver, the cab driver, was complaining about the life, complaining about the city. I don't know what's wrong with Beijing or what's right with Beijing. I never heard any cab driver complaining about the city, about the life. What did he say? His 12 hours, he's making $50, yeah? A bit more than that. 60, right? $60 in $60 to $70 for 12 hours of driving he's making. He has a right to complain.
we're buying some morning coffee and pancakes for Yun and myself.
Waiting for coffee, and right here in front of me a geezer is selling. See, interesting, they can sell frozen stuff right in the streets. They don't need fridges. Got little fish, clams, squid, little worms, some other fish. If you want to stroll around, I suggest you visit this place. There are a lot of vendors, souvenir shops, antique shops, Russian restaurants, shops with Russian goods. And another interesting thing here in Harbin, that people in winter specifically, they love to have ice cream. You can see people on the streets just walking with an ice cream. It's cold as it is, and on top of that they're also having ice cream. You can see the uncles there, they're making ice statues, and Yun is hiding from me for some reason behind a horse. And it's a year of horse. This place is quite nice. If you have spare hour in the morning, walk around here, you might find something interesting. Old town of Harbin, a perfect place if you're with your girlfriend and just want to have a stroll around. Nothing too impressive, but it's kind of vibey. And yeah, why not? If you've got, as I said, if you've got one or couple spare hours in your day, just pop over, check it out for yourself.
Did you know that Harbin is home to over 1,000 Siberian tigers, the world's largest ice city, and the notorious Unit 731? Join us as we dive deeper into Harbin, one of China's most unique and magical cities. We'll see you very soon. Much love.